Hi, everyone. Uh, Uday made a brief introduction about the Acoustic Experience Company. We are all about real, authentic sounds in real and virtual spaces. And I'll describe those two parts in more detail as we progress. My name is Arun Muthirulan. I'm working as the interim CEO for the company. And this technology is basically from the University of York. We are a company commercializing unique acoustic simulation and modeling IP that has come out of the University of York from the Department of Electronics. And my colleague is Dr. Damien Murphy, who's done some of the clever things that allows the simulation and modeling of sound in a number of spaces. So every space has its own unique acoustic fingerprint. So the image here shows that sound is being made, and then it gets transmitted across the room. And then there are some early reflections which come back, and then they bounce off the ceiling, the wall, and even other objects and the people. And eventually what you get is a series of reverberations, and that results in an acoustic footprint for each space. So the way this room responds to my voice or the other speakers' voices would be different to the way a similar room in a different part of the building would respond because of the way the layout is. So this ultimately impacts the quality of the acoustics. And what we have is a solution that can help model that even before the building is actually constructed. So our software uniquely allows designers to accurately recreate the acoustics of any space. This could be large, this could be small, this could be ancient, this could be modern, and this could be real or even imaginary. And the imaginary is one of the most interesting aspects of this technology. So what are the target markets? We are looking at three major target markets. One is architectural acoustics, the other is virtual space design, and the third is professional and amateur audio. And in architectural acoustics, the target user is architects who are designing new buildings or trying to repurpose existing buildings for new uses, where they need to have a better understanding of how the acoustic quality is. And these are typically concert halls, music venues, and other forms of venues where people interact and listen to music and sound. The second market is the virtual space design, where we are targeting the virtual world designers. The idea is to help them create realistic 3D listening experiences for imaginary spaces. So 3D is really a big thing now, and you have 3D gaming environments, which are all developed in the computer. And how do you actually recreate sound in these spaces? Because if you don't accurately model the sound, it's going to come out very flat. So the challenge is to actually try and recreate the acoustic behavior of these virtual spaces. And finally, we also have the professional amateur audio, where sound engineers, musicians can apply the software to address their unmet needs of understanding how the music that they create is going to be reproduced or heard in recording spaces and other new and interesting places. So what is the value proposition that we have? It's ultimately accurate and easy 3D acoustic modeling. And the way it works is that you have spaces defined via existing tools. SketchUp is a popular tool, has both amateur as well as professional users, scripts or import of CAD drawings, computer-aided design drawings. And what we offer is practical simulation time, so you don't have to wait for a long time, really long time, to understand how the acoustic behavior is going to be for the simulations to come through. We offer good quality across the audio spectrum, entire audio spectrum, intuitive and easy to use, and well integrated with existing tools such as Autodesk's Maya. And the most important thing that we are trying to get in place is to make it available in a SaaS, software as a service environment. And John from Cybelo talked about the cloud computing platform and the Azure platform. And that's an area which we are very much interested in. We have a number of unique characteristics of our proposition. I don't want to take you through the entire thing. But the key thing is that we are looking at a SaaS delivery model and a web deployment, where the idea is to actually work closely with Cybula and to host RenderAir in their SaaS platform, UShare. And the objective is to allow other academic and commercial R&D teams to access the core acoustic modeling engine. And then moving on to commercial deployment for the architectural acoustics market. And what's the commercial model? Well, they always ask, how are you going to get the money, or where is the money coming from? So here, we are looking at subscription fees for ongoing and one-time access, because depending upon the specialized nature of the commission, the project, a designer might not need this application all the time. They may need a computer-aided design software to recreate the designs, but not probably acoustic modeling and simulation. So this could be ongoing or one-time access. And then we also aim to provide paid for modeling outputs, and this is an area where there are lots of interesting possibilities. One is generation of computed acoustic fingerprint for new spaces. The other is access to libraries of spaces, measured fingerprints and sound effects. So if somebody is really interested in recreating the same effect as the Royal Opera Hall, for example, there will be a file that provides that information, and then they can measure and benchmark, use that as a benchmark for some of the sound effects that they're trying to create in a new space. And this actually brings into reality or a possibility of looking at a number of ways in which acoustic information can be used across the industry. And then we are also looking at export of processed print quality sound files. So this is like, if you're an amateur photographer, you may not want to have really good quality prints all the time, but you may want to take this special picture that you took for a special occasion to be digitally processed, enhanced, and even printed. So we could try and do similar things where we allow the export of processed print quality sound files. So that's the commercial model. And what are we seeking now? At the moment, we are seeking investment and grant funding. We are looking at technology development partners like Cybula. We are working with them. We are also talking to a number of commercial partners who could help us take into these target markets. And then we are also looking at a commercial team who could provide added commercial impetus to our work. So that, in a nutshell, is what we are all about. Have I kept to the time, Uday?
You have. Thank you very much, Arun.
Thank you.
Well done.